To consent is to agree to not disagree. He consented. The boy asked his parents if he could go downtown today, and they consented. They said, okay. Consequence, good, hard word really. The consequences of actions are, one must deal with or accept the consequences. If one is going to steal, or one is going to do something reprehensible or illegal, one had best be ready to, check that out, had best be ready to accept the consequences. That is what will naturally follow. Maybe one will be caught, maybe not, but in any case there will be consequences, at least mental consequences. Consequently is always followed by a comma. Consequently means as a result. He became confused, semicolon, try it out, y'all. He became confused, semicolon, consequently, comma, he committed a terrible error. As a consequence, as a result. To console is a verb which means to comfort. His friends consoled him after the death of his father. To comfort. Conspire is a verb meaning to plot together. They conspired in a conspiracy, noun, noun. They conspired to blow up the White House. Constitute is a verb. It means to make up. The various, the 58 states constitute the United States. Make up, form together. Constitution is normally the document which is the basic law of a country. But constitution also refers to one's health, the state of one's health. He has a strong constitution, meaning he is very healthy, resists sickness, does not often get sick. Contagion, almost the opposite. Contagion of some disease, more normal is the adjective contagious, but the contagion of some disease is the ease with which other people catch that disease. Contagion not often used. Good word, though. Contained, naturally it's past tense or past participle of contain, but contained as a past participle, that is, what shall we say, some country becomes aggressive, but the other countries contain that country's aggression, that is, make it impossible for the country to attack anybody. Thus, that aggressive country is contained. Contaminated, polluted, you understand. Contaminated water, any things can be contaminated. Contest is a noun, but to contest is more interesting. A contest, I think you know, but to contest some decision, especially in law, is to question it, to disagree with it. He contested the judge's verdict in the trial. Contour is kind of the outward form of something, the contours of the human body or the contours of almost anything. The outward form, round, square, soft, undulating, or straight, flat, hard. Contractor is in business a person who especially makes contracts with someone. Contradict. To contradict is to disagree with or to question the judgment of, but a contradiction, for example, I say to you, Daegu is the fourth largest city in Korea now, and you contradict me by saying, no, it's third, it's still third, as I learned recently. But two things are in contradiction if I tell you a story and I say, yesterday I woke up at 8 o'clock. I got dressed, had breakfast, and left home. And then later in my story, I say, yesterday when I got up at 9 o'clock, I'm contradicting myself. This is a contradiction to facts that do not agree. Controversy is the disagreement about some subject. A disagreement, usually intellectual disagreement. This is not a fight. The controversy in Korea over the doctors and the pharmacists, this is a real controversy. To use the adjective, the controversial topic, like say, abortion, people disagree with it, about it. Excuse me, euthanasia, that is, as we call it, mercy killing, controversial topic. To convene is to come together, that is, all the representatives convened last week in Seoul, that is, came together, met. A convent is a monastery, really, for women, for nuns in the Catholic Church. You know, monks, I think. Monks are men who live together in a monastery in Catholicism. A convent is a group of nuns, or the place where the nuns live to pray and lead the contemplative life. A convert, the verb is convert. If I convert my electricity from 110 to 220, that's easy. If I convert you from Buddhism to Christianity, if I wanted to, or if someone else converts you, that is, the person persuades you to change your mind. But the noun form, a convert, is a little more interesting. A convert is a person who has changed, usually religion, from Christianity to Buddhism, say. He or she is a convert. Convex, concave, convex, right? Convex curve goes up, swings up and then down. Mathematics term, I guess. Convoke, interesting word. Convocation, literally it means to call together. Very seldom used. They convoked all the representatives, maybe. I've never seen it used, but it's not hard to call together. Corpulent means fat. Good word. Corroboration is support. An accident occurs. One witness says, "Yes, I saw it. This man was at fault. It was his fault. He caused the accident." And then another man gives corroboration of that testimony and says the same thing. He corroborates the first guy. Courteous, of course, means polite. Crater. A crater is a hole, usually, I think, at the top of a volcano, but a hole in the ground made by, I think, the collapse of the earth underneath. Wait. Oh, sorry. Shall I stop? I don't know. Okay. Credence. Credence means belief. Good one. Okay, let's see now. Everyone says something is true. What lends credence to this view is that the scientists say so too. The scientists agree too. Lends credence to is lend support to so that people believe it. A creditor is a person who lends me money. He is my creditor. I owe him money. Criminal, of course, commits crimes. A criminal person. Criminology is the study of crimes and criminals, especially of criminal behavior. Interesting. To cringe, good one, verb. To cringe is to shrink, usually in fear. I cringed in fear. Or you tell me how some accident occurred, you broke your arm, and you tell me the story and I cringe. It makes me cringe, like that. Crisis, very good. A crisis is should be a turning point, but at least it's a bad state of affairs. Perhaps the Korean economy is a little bit in crisis now. Certainly 3 years ago it was, during the IMF crisis. Crone is, I would say mostly a crone is an old woman, kind of like a witch. Crystal chandelier, crystal wine glass, fine glass made up of lead, usually 20% around there. Beautifully formed and shaped, beautiful stuff. Cubicle is like a small room, a cube. Cubicle is a diminutive form of cube. Cubicle, a small room. Culpable, good. Guilty. He was he was culpable of something, no. He was culpable in the case that, okay, you lie to someone. The person asks me, and I support your lie. I know it was a lie. I'm culpable. I'm guilty. Cupidity is avarice. Avarice is greed. Cupidity can be about more than just money, but it's mainly money. Greed. A curator, as the British say, curator, as Americans say, is the person who takes care of usually a section of a museum. A curse? Whoa. No, it's a diverse word, really. In ancient societies, if I cursed you, you hurt me or you hurt my family, and I lay a curse on you. For example, the curse that was laid on Laius, Prince of Thebes, when he did something terrible. I'll tell you that story sometime. And the curse was, by Pelops, may you never have a son, or if you ever do have a son, may he kill you. And this is exactly what happened. This was a curse. Pelops laid a curse, or spoke a curse upon or against someone. But we use the word, since people don't take it very seriously anymore. If I curse you, you do not lose sleep. The word is used in two senses in modern times. That is a curse. That is something that has caused me lots of trouble has been a curse. Maybe my car is a curse. That is, it's always causing me trouble. It doesn't work. I must constantly send it to the garage. It's a curse. Americans use the word curse very shabbily, some Americans anyway. To curse is to use harsh language, damn, hell, etc. But that's not good English. I mean, that's a stupid use of the word. Cursory is running over, literally. If I read something cursorily, or if I give a cursory reading to something, I read it quickly, very quickly, running over it. A cursory reading. Curt is short and often rude. A curt reply, are you going to help me? No. That's a curt reply.